Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs, and today I have these really pretty and fun cards to share with you, so let's jump right in. So I'm going to start by cutting down some cardstock. Normally I have my cardstock pre-cut, but I ran out, so I quickly cut down some card fronts. These will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to actually use a waffle flower die on them. I don't know if this die is available anymore. It has been in my stash for quite a while, and it's one of my favorites. I actually purchased it in different sizes because I loved it so much. But this is the A2 Lacy Layers die, and it gives you this really cool scalloped edge background. Now, if you don't have a die like this, anything that would give you a panel with some interest in the background, so it could be a stitch die, it could be anything really, that just gives a little bit of interest for the background panel is what we're aiming for. So I'm going to use this scalloped edge one, but anything you have would work. You could even use like a decal edge trimmer or something if you don't have a die that cuts it. And then I'm going to bring in the Leaf Fragments dies. Now this happens to be probably one of my favorite Tim Holtz sets, and thankfully he did actually re-release them a while ago, and they're still available on Simon. I went and checked before I jumped in here, so hopefully they're still available in Scrapbook as well. And I just happen to love these leaves. I think that they're stunning. I think they can be used in so many fun ways. So I'm going to show you kind of a different way to use them today. It's more, I would say this is like a prettier version. Like these originally came out in his Halloween collection, so I think they're meant to be a bit more creepy, but I don't generally use any of my supplies that way, so I am bringing them in and just using them with really fun colors. Now, of course, you could alter your colors here. I am going with shades of pink and gold just because I love that combo, and I think it's really fitting for the month of February. It kind of was just a fun way to end the month, I think, but you could absolutely change it up. You could do like silver and purple or silver and blue. You could do orange and yellow. Like there's so many fun ways you could change this up if pink and gold is not your color palette. Now for the gold, I did use the Tim Holtz Classic Sparkles Craft Stock just because I find that is a really beautiful paper and it doesn't shed any glitter, so I never have any concerns that direction. But you could of course use any glitter cardstock you have on hand. And then for the two pinks, they're both from Simon Says Stamp. One is Doll Pink, that's the darker one, and then the other one is Cotton Candy. And I just think that they're really pretty. But grab a color you have in your stash and bust it out and do a card like this. If you don't have leaves, do flowers, or you could do trees, you could do stars, you could do, like, there's no limit to what you could do here, really. I chose leaves because I think they're a lot of fun and I love this die set, but really you could use any shape for this. I think it's just kind of fun. And I like these leaves because they're so holy. They have so much texture and interest going on, and you guys know I love texture. It is one of my favorite things on cards, and you're going to see me bring that in a few different times here throughout this card design. So I just brought in my pokey tool and I'm just kind of poking out all of the elements that need to come out of the leaves. You saw me pick 3 leaves from the Fragments die set. There is actually, I believe, 5 leaves in that set. I just chose my favorite 3, so that's what I went with. If you want to do a slimline card, you could use all 5 and that would look really cool. Or you would have to overlap them a lot more if you wanted to do an A2 sized card. So that's why I just picked the 3. And then I just poked out all of the extra elements that are in the leaves there. I do find that with this craft stock here, you do kind of have to, they're a little more difficult to get out. That's why you saw me bring in my detail plate, my chrome base plate. It's for detail cuts, and I just find it makes it easier to pop all the bits out. And then I used my magic mat when I was just doing the larger cut, because you shouldn't use the detail plate for large dies. It can kind of warp the dies. So I brought it out for these leaves and it worked beautifully. Now, again, like I said, I like texture and dimension. So I wanted to add just a little bit of something. I'm not a huge fan of flat color. If you like the look of the flat colored leaves, leave them. You don't have to do this step. It's just that I prefer a bit more interest. So I went in with Kitsch Flamingo on the cotton candy, and that just added just a little bit of a different shade of light pink. And then for the doll pink, which is my darker shade of pink here, I originally brought in picked raspberry, but it didn't create enough of a variation on the leaves. And you'll see it here in a sec. So I'm going to do that next. And I am using just a small blending brush. These are from Simon Says Stamp. I own these in small and large. They are generally not my go-to because I'm usually doing backgrounds. But when I want something a little more fine detail, a little smoother, or like a smaller area, I use these instead of my dome foams. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to. You could bust out your dome foams. Just be gentle because it will try to rip this little centerpieces. So here you can see I went in with that picked raspberry, but it wasn't enough for me. So I went in very lightly with seedless preserves and just added a touch of that across these leaves. And once it dries back, I think they turn out so pretty. I love this color combo. I think that it turned out really pretty. The multi pinks and then the gold together. I just thought it was such a fun color palette and it made me really smile. So I had a lot of fun creating. And you guys know, I say this all the time, but you're hopefully smiling when you create because hopefully you're enjoying it. You know, like that's my hope for you. And then I'm going to gold heat emboss my sentiment. My sentiment is from Simon Says Stamp as always. I love their sentiments. I love their mixed fonts. That's one of my favorite things in the sentiment. So I tend towards their sentiments. And I'm just kind of embossing it on the lower right corner. That's generally where I prefer it for a design. It's just because I like it that way. And this Versamark pad is dirty. You can see when I stamp my letters, like you can see the stamps because my ink pad is dirty. But I like that when I am doing gold or a color embossing powder. I like the dirty stamp because I can see where it's stamped. So I have a nice clean one if I'm going to do clear stamping, so you can't see it. But if I'm going to do any other color than clear, I just bust out my dirty Versamark pad so that I can actually see what I've stamped, and then I don't have to hope that I stamped it well, if that kind of makes sense. So I have never had any issues with that, but I mean, whatever works for you, that's great. And I am heat setting the gold embossing powder. I'm sorry this gets out of frame a little bit. My heat gun is actually, the cord goes behind my desk, so it kind of gets in the way of the camera a little bit. And then I just double checked here to make sure everything was actually smooth and melted, and I did see that there was a little bit I had to fix. I think one of the the G and everything, or the Y and everything, because it goes down, it just didn't heat emboss. So I did have to fix that, and I just did that off camera. So now we're just going to adhere everything together. This is a fairly simple and quick card, but I think because of the colors, it's really eye-catching and quite pretty. So I had a lot of fun with these ones. And I kind of mixed up every feather, I want to call them feathers, every leaf on the card. I shifted what color was where just because I wanted to use each of the leaves. And I'm only going to adhere the part that's actually sitting underneath something else. So you saw on the left leaf, I only adhered the one side that's going to sit underneath the center leaf. And then on the right leaf, I only adhered the side that's going to sit under the center leaf. So hopefully that kind of makes sense, just because I want the ability to prop them up a little and give them a little bit more dimension than what they're going to have. Like I said, you don't have to. You could adhere these completely flat and no issues. But I like dimension and I like texture, so I am going to pop them up after everything's dry, and that just gives it a little bit more interest. So after I've gone ahead and adhered them all, I am going to add some splatter. This is another step that if splatter isn't your thing, you could easily leave that off. You know, it's really personal preference when you come to card making, because again, like I said, you want to be happy. So do the stuff that makes you happy. You know, if splatter is not your thing or dimension is not your thing, that kind of stuff, just do what works for you and what's going to make you happy, because this is your card. You can make it anything you want. My hope on my channel is just to inspire you. Maybe you love the color palette, or maybe you have these leaves and you forgot about them and you need to bust them out and use them again. Or maybe you've never thought of, you know, putting splatter on something, or, you know, embossing your sentiment and having your leaves sit over top of it, that kind of stuff. My whole goal with my channel is just to inspire you to get up your stuff and create, especially your older stuff, because I do tend towards using older products. Don't get me wrong, new products are fun, and when I see one that, you know, tickles my pickle, I do pick them up sometimes. It has to be something that's really going to enhance my collection. I don't buy just to buy, just because I know how pricey it can be. So I try to show you guys really fun ways to use different products multiple times. So hopefully something about my video inspired you. And now I did splatter just a little bit of picket fence paint. I'm going to splatter something else here in a minute because it just wasn't enough for me. But I did splatter some picket fence paint on them. So I have a little bit of white splatter across the leaves. And then I am going to use my Big Mama foam tape. This is my favorite foam tape. It's from Simon Says Stamp, and it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. So it's so thin. It gives you just a little bit more dimension. And I think on my simpler cards, I really like that just because it gives it a little bit of something extra. Like I like to add a few little bits of extra, and then they just really tie the card together. And I feel like the dimension is one of those things. Now, I'm impatient because I sit down and do a whole video in a sitting generally, except my bullet journal videos. Those are not usually in a sitting because they take me quite a while. But I usually do a video in a sitting. So you can see on my glass mat, some of my white splatter has like rubbed off on the glass mat. It's not a big deal. It's just one of those things where it just smudged it a little bit and I had to clean it up a tiny bit on that one gold leaf in the center card right now, just because it did smear around a little bit. Not a big deal. If you're worried about that, be more patient than I am. I do have a tendency to just kind of rush a little bit because I want to see the final product. So this one went on a little bit crooked. Again, it's not a big deal. I think it's Jennifer McGuire who says it's handmade, not Hallmark. So very, very fitting. It's a handmade card. And honestly, I don't even know if you'd notice. I notice because I'm sitting there staring at it. But if you gave it to somebody, I don't think they'd be like, this top layer is a little bit crooked. At least nobody I've ever given a card to has said something like that. So I really hope nobody said something like that to you guys. Like, oh boy, I hope. Or they're not getting another handmade card, at least not from me. But I did have to remove the release paper from the Big Mama foam tape. And then for the most part, for the other two, I did get them pretty well centered. If you want, you can use liquid glue on the foam tape, and that gives you a little more wiggle room. But I generally find that I can usually eyeball it pretty well. That first one just grabbed a bit quicker than I thought it would, so I didn't quite get what I needed, but that's okay. And then here you can see I'm just going to lift the edges of the leaves. So the two on the side only have the one edge lifted, and then the one in the middle gets both sides lifted. And it just, again, it will get flattened a bit in an envelope, that kind of stuff, but it just makes me happy. So I do it anyway. I mean, there's no wrong way to do a card here. As long as you're happy and you're having fun, really, it doesn't matter. And of course, I had to add a little bit of gold pearls because they make me smile. I love them so much. I love embellishments and I love pearls especially. So I brought in some gold ones just to kind of tie that gold a bit together. They are slightly different shades of gold, but honestly, I don't think that matters. I still think that they're beautiful, even though they're slightly different shades. So I just thought that was cool. If you didn't like that, you could come in with like white pearls instead, and that would look really pretty as well, or some sequins. And here's where I decided it needed a little bit more splatter. So I brought in my Kitsch Flamingo Spritz because it's just a really nice light pink. And I just splattered that across the panels as well for a little bit of something extra, a little bit more subtle shine. So I think these turned out stunning. I love them. I'm so happy with how they came together. I love the color combo. And I'm just giving you a bit of a closer look. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I like to think that I give you guys some great content, so hopefully you want to stick around. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave me, a leaf emoji. I think we've done that before, but that's okay, because at least it's one I know exists. So thank you guys so much. And thank you to my members. You guys are phenomenal. I greatly appreciate every one of you. And I cannot express how much your support means to me. So thank you so much. All right, my friends, I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.